Hi, I'm Erik Linask here in Las Vegas at Interop, and I'm chatting now with Cisco's Chris Kozup. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So what we want to talk about, I guess, is some of the things that are going on with wireless technology, specifically interference and things like that.
Right.
And I know that Cisco has just announced something new, so maybe that's the best place to start.
Yeah, we made an announcement this morning around the introduction of a new technology called Cisco Clean Air technology. So much like the name suggests, the focus of this technology is to actually improve the performance of the wireless network by cleaning the air of interference, wireless interference.
Now, what kind of things tend to cause the most interference?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good question. So there's actually a whole host of things that interfere in the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz frequencies. Think about cordless phones, Bluetooth, little spy cameras, microwave ovens, baby monitors, wireless speakers. The list goes on, and it's actually part of a trend that we've been seeing, which is the number of consumer electronic devices that are using that spectrum, which is also causing impact then to production networks that our customers are trying to deploy.
So, how do you overcome those challenges?
Yep. Well, historically, it was very difficult. So customers used to walk around. Either they didn't know it was happening and they just suffered from the performance impacts, or they'd walk around with a handheld scanner and kind of try to sniff it out. With Clean Air, we've embedded into the access point, our new 3500 series access point, a new custom ASIC that actually has the spectrum intelligence integrated directly into the ASIC, which means now the access point itself can pass production traffic at wire speed while also scanning and understanding the full breadth of interference within that network environment. So that's really, we take that intelligence, embed it then directly into the network system, and can do things like detection, classification, locate that interference source directly on the floor plan, and actually mitigate the system around it. So the system's intelligent enough to do that.
So the one thing you can't do is turn off that interfering device, though.
Well, we cannot turn it off, but we can actually make it so it doesn't exist in the eyes of the client device, right? So the client will move around it. But the great thing about Clean Air is that it actually can allow then an administrator to go out and understand exactly where that source is coming from in their environment, so they can go physically remove it.
So is there a reporting element that goes along as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the key features of the solution is actually to do reporting and then also to take historical looks back over the past month. So for example, if you experienced a performance impact to your network caused by interference but weren't there on premise to actually know that it was happening, you could take a look back over the past month, 30 days, and understand what had happened historically. And that's pretty important because interference is fairly intermittent, it's variable, doesn't always happen consistently. So having that type of historical view and reporting is quite valuable.
What was the motivation for Cisco coming out with this, the new product?
Well, I mean, Cisco is intensely focused on delivering innovation into the wireless space, and this really is adding on some previous innovations that we've done around Client Link, a technology called Video Stream, which improves video delivery over the wireless network. So for us, it's all about improving the reliability of the wireless network, and we continue to see within our customer environments that there's this kind of juxtaposition that occurs between the IT staff and then the user community. User community with their new iPads and iPhones and all these great mobile devices, you know, they want this network to be mission critical. IT, on the other hand, is saying, well, I need the tools and the resources to do that, to make it mission critical. So we're really solving that pain point, allowing IT to have the confidence to deliver then a mission critical wireless network to be able to respond to then the demands that the user community increasingly have.
So, as you know, you alluded to some of the new devices, the iPads, and on different Wi-Fi capable wireless phones, and so on and so forth. So how much more important does the ability to clear the airwaves have as more and more and more devices are becoming used in wireless networks?
Yeah. Well, we believe it's critical. You know, and analysts have projected that over the next 3 years we'll see, you know, in the tune of 1 billion new Wi-Fi devices, and that's just Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So if you look at that and kind of expand that to all these other interference devices as well, communications devices that are using this spectrum, the ability to really maintain a high performance network to then be able to deliver applications from the wired network to the wireless network is actually fairly important. So for us, it's critical. We believe this is going to solve really some key customer challenges that our customers have been experiencing, and ultimately really show Cisco's innovation and leadership in the wireless space.
Excellent, Chris. We're talking here at Interop in Las Vegas with Cisco's Chris Kozup. Chris, thanks for joining me.
Great, thank you. Pleasure.